Okay. What is going on, Gemini? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your general bonus reading that I'm doing for August, and decided to come on camera for everybody just to, let you guys get a more personal experience when it comes down to the cards and the messages that come out. A lot of people have been liking it so far, so hopefully you guys like the change up Gemini. This is just a bonus, but I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more on camera readings. So I'm kind of just getting used to it right now. Still going to be general, though. It may not resonate with everyone that watches the video. If it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign on one of the previous readings that I did for Gemini. All right, I've been waiting to get to you guys. I always do, or always like doing my readings for Gemini. It's always a good channel that I connect with for you guys. So, hopefully you're having a good day or night out there whenever you're watching this video. I'm going to shuffle for you and then pull some cards. And you guys, get to see me shuffle on camera. So that's the good thing about this. We already got the Judgment card that comes out. We're going to get a few more, and then I'm just going to start pulling for you guys. So, yeah, we have the Judgment with the Six of Pentacles. Let's pull some out now. Two of Pentacles is here. You guys have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords. What else? Queen of Cups is here. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, and Knight of Cups. All right, so I'll start talking about your reading, and meanwhile, I'll get some clarifiers just to give us a little bit more details about what's going on here. All right, so we're starting off with the Judgment card, Gemini. So I do feel there is something happening, some sort of awakening that could be taking place for you guys in the month of August, especially the second half of August, and this definitely could have something to do with a closeout of a painful cycle for you guys. And if I'm not mistaken, the last reading that I did for you guys was definitely talking about this new beginning or this new cycle that you were stepping into because everything was starting to get old. Nothing tastes the same anymore, right? It's like everything is getting gray and cold and stale, and it's just done. So I feel that you are being called into this brand new cycle, right? And this older cycle is being closed out, and the indicator that that is happening is once again that things that used to be fun just don't excite you as much anymore, right? It's like you're looking for a new space of passion here with the Ace of Wands. You're looking to fulfill some sort of passion that you feel is not really being fulfilled right now inside of your life. And so this is clarified with the Two of Swords energy, and Two of Swords can represent a form of indecisiveness or somebody that's kind of like going back and forth on what it is that they want. And I feel like you guys could be feeling indecisive in the month of August because it's like you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want. You know what you don't want, but it's like you can't quite put a finger on what it is that you do want because what you do want is so brand new and it's part of a brand new cycle that it's something that you most likely have never seen before, right? It's like you are stepping into the unknown here, and it is some passionate new beginning, that's coming because it has everything to do with transformation, with upgrades, with graduation, right? The butterfly that is rising, almost like the phoenix that's rising from the ashes. So this is a rebirth that's happening to you guys, and just like a brand new baby that's being born again for the first time, it's like you're stepping into this new world. You're coming from out of this cocoon. You're coming from out of this womb, from out of this birthing canal that you guys have been going through, and seeing everything brand new again. Just like a butterfly when they first come out of their cocoon, just like a newborn baby when they're out of the womb. You're like, oh, wait, okay, what is this? What's happening? And to be honest, this has been the theme for a lot of different zodiac signs for August, like rebirth, renewal, um, hopping into brand new beginnings, closing out cycles, choosing to go into new cycles. So you guys are definitely in that same energy, Gemini. You guys are definitely graduating from a certain class that you have been in for a while now. Okay. You also have the Six of Pentacle energy, so I feel that this Six of Pentacle energy is having something to do with um equal give and take. That's usually the meaning of this card. But when it comes down to you guys, this is what you feel you're putting into life and what you feel you're getting back out of it, right? What are you putting into your environment, and what is the effect of that? Cause and effect, causality is what I really feel with this Six of Pentacle energy. So I think that in the last cycle, you guys were starting to realize that you have been planting seeds that were not coming into fruition, and you have been, you know, investing into things that were not returning your money back on that investment. You have been investing into people, relationships, scenarios, environments, whatever it could be for you, and you just really didn't see the return on that. So I feel like this is one of the major things that is pushing you into this new environment with that Page of Cups energy, because the same environment just doesn't really match what it is that you want. Let's just say you planted some seeds and you did have some crops that grew. You did have some sort of fruits that that came about, into the tangible world, but it still wasn't something that you quite like. You didn't like it. It was like, nah, this doesn't taste that good. Like, I thought it would come out a little bit differently, right? I thought that it would be sweeter, a sweeter taste, or I thought that it would have a more exotic taste to it, something along those lines. But with this Six of Wands energy, I feel like you guys are kind of changing your environment now, because you're like, okay, I planted in this environment, I planted seeds inside of this type of soil, I use that type of environment already. It's like, now let me shift to something that's brand new that I haven't tried before. Let me go to some soil that, I don't have any experience with, so that I can grow something that I have never grown before. And this is kind of like that deep energy that I'm picking up, in one way or another. You guys are tapping into that, and this could span over any area of your life, right? Because this is a general reading, but there's like a demand for change that's happening to you guys in the month of August. Now, over here we have the Two of Pentacle energy, and I feel that Two of Pentacle energy is the juggling of these two cycles. As one is being closed out and completed, you have a brand new one that's beginning, but you still feel like you're in two cycles, right? Because I feel for some of you guys, it hasn't been closed out all the way. This older cycle is like you're still collecting some crops, you're still collecting on your investment, you're still seeing some fruits that are bearing here, but at the same time, it's like you're looking for some sort of new beginning. It's like, okay, so I have one foot in this old cycle, but one foot in a brand new beginning at the same time. And you could feel that type of juggling energy possibly in the month of August, because you guys are switching over into something that's totally new. And to be honest with you, this Lionsgate portal has been very powerful. I know the effects that it has been having on me has been very powerful, very deep, changing a lot of our subconscious programming and patterns, and um, really opening up these new ways of seeing the world, awakening us to new parts of ourselves that we probably didn't notice before. So I feel like you guys are having that same type of energy, this crossover, crossing over a threshold into a land of no return, a land of the unknown, um, and seeing that there's a lot here that really matches your new palette that you have, your new taste buds, you know the new space that you're expanding into. And there's going to be a breakaway from things that possibly you have been holding on to for a while with the Four of Pentacles, or you have been feeling that have been restricting you or making you feel restraint in some sort of way. Something here you have outgrown, Gemini, is what I'm picking up. Like you have like you become too big for your britches, right? You've been pushing against the barriers for a while now, and now you're busting out of the seams. Like, you can't stay here anymore at all. Like, it's almost like you guys are being kicked out of this old cycle that you're in. you've been here a little too long. So you get in the boot. This card just keeps calling me, whatever this is. Yeah. 10 of Swords. Once again, totally completion of this older cycle. It's just done. It's a dead horse, and it's nothing else you can do with it, right? You can't squeeze any more life out of it. You can't squeeze any more juice out of it. It's like, it's just nothing there. And I feel like you guys are going to continue to kind of run into an element of this in August. It's like, because I kind of feel that some of you Geminis are really kind of like or not Aquarius. Where did that come from? I don't know. Some of you guys are dealing with Aquariuses, but I was feeling some of you Geminis are kind of curious about like what actually is totally done in your life and what actually is not. And so you're still going to be like trying things out and trying to taste things to see like, okay, what about this? Is this done too? Like, what about let's try this. This used to, make me have a lot of fun and excitement. This used to be the thing that hit the spot. Let me try this, and that's not working. And then you're going to somebody else or something else, and you're like, what about let me do this. Let's see if this works, and that's not working. It's like you're just finding out throughout August that it's a whole bunch of things that no longer bring you fulfillment. And it's because something major is closing out in your life. This is like a closeout of an era, is what I really feel. So the next thing we have is, once again, like, this is a strong message for you guys. The 10 of Swords is here again, right? And so once again, closing out a major cycle, but you may have to kind of get into hermit mode a little bit in the month of August in order to comprehend how major this shift is for you. Like, in order to comprehend the deep transformation that's taking place here. So there is a need for some solitude, for some isolation, for some me time. Because whenever we're going through major shifts like this, you have to kind of conserve all of your energy, because you're changing. There are pieces of yourself that are falling off, that you're shedding. There are older versions of yourself that are being deleted. And so, just like a phone that's being upgraded, it has to go into sleep mode. You can't use it. You can't, do anything on it while the system is being upgraded. This is where you guys are at. So you could feel like you're in hermit mode, but when you come back out of that shell, you're about to be a new type of turtle. Like, for real. A super ninja turtle, like, wherever that comes from. But there is upgrades that are happening here. So let's pull some for your futuristic energy over here. This is just the clarifiers that I'm pulling out for you guys right now, and we'll talk about this. Hopefully you're enjoying this experience, Gemini. It's a little different for me. I'm having to get used to it a little bit, so hopefully you guys are like with me when it comes down to exploring this new energy. So let's hop into your futuristic energy. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So two queens come out. Some of you guys could be in connection with two different, woman or feminine energies. That could be a water sign and an earth sign. But I like how there is something very similar about the Queen of Cups and the Mother of Pentacles, and it's the fact that they both are nurturers. They both nurture some sort of type of energy. They cultivate whatever it is that is in front of them, and they make it expand and grow even more, right? The Mother of Pentacles does this with the earth element, and the Queen of Cups does this with the water element, right? So I feel that there's definitely something that is being nurtured here, and it is this new shift that you guys are stepping into, and it's changing you emotionally, and it's also changing something about your material makeup. What makes you feel grounded, what makes you feel tied into source. That's what we're talking about when I'm talking about the material makeup. And this could be material things, like tangible things, but also things that you do habitually, your routine, you know? And so you could have major changes that are coming in the form of your routine and the things you do habitually, and also your emotional world, right? How you feel, how you kind of decode your emotions. And so this transformation is affecting you, I feel, the most in these two areas, Gemini. And you're needing to nurture these areas with the queens coming out of over these elements. You're needing to take that time and that space of the hermit to really look at the subtle changes that are happening in your emotional world and in your material world, the things that ground you, your routine. Because I'm guessing that there are some shifts that's happening, especially when it comes down to your routine. Like you're wanting to change up some things. Like, let me add this into my routine. Or if you never had a routine, let me get a routine in some sort of way. Let me wake up every day and do this first, and then at lunchtime I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to work out at this time of day, and I'm going to eat this. It's like there's something happening that is manifesting in your routine, but it's really tied into this deep layered transformation and shift that you guys are experiencing. Okay, and the same thing is happening with your emotions. If you feel your emotions could be just slightly out of whack a little bit, and you're kind of like feeling those different currents and waves of emotions that are happening, I would say give it a little bit time, a little bit of time, because there's something here that is adjusting and upgrading in your emotional life. Okay, so keeping it moving, we have this Page of Swords energy and the Six of Wands. And sorry, because I'm looking on camera trying to kind of decode this at the same time, but Six of Wands, once again, is talking about that graduation, this leap in progress that you're making, this upgraded energy, this evolution of who it is that you are. And this Page of Swords represents the same thing. So this graduation is also going to have an effect on how you show up in the world, how you express yourself, how you represent yourself, you know, your ideas, your values. How do they show up in the tangible world through the way you speak, the way you communicate, the way that you dress, the way that, you know, your personality is made up. It's like there's something here evolving in the way that people view you also. So this is not just transformation where you're feeling it internally and you're having all of these, you know, new cycles come in that's affecting you on a personal level. It's also affecting the way that other people view you. So this is a big turn of events, because you guys could even start to notice that people are looking at you differently, or it's like you're not on the same wavelength, you're not on the same frequency. And so people are definitely like viewing you in this new frequency, and it could kind of catch you off guard a little bit, because you're like, wait a minute, like what did you just say to me? Or how did you come to that conclusion? Or it's like people are like subconsciously tied into this new wavelength that you're tapped into, and they're going to be reacting to you differently, speaking to you differently, approaching you differently. So take notice of that too, because all of these things are once again tied into this graduation that you guys are accomplishing. All right, so let's move over here. We have the Three of Wands energy with the Nine of Wands energy. So yeah, this is an expansion that I feel you guys have been waiting for a while. Okay, this is something that you have been manifesting and you've been consciously wanting to bring into existence, but I feel you really didn't have an idea of how this would all come into your world. It's just showing up in August, and you're like, okay, like that's okay, that's interesting, right? Um, and the Nine of Wands speaks to what had to be done to get here, is what I feel. What you guys had to endure and put up with, the stripes that you had to earn, the wounds, the battle scars, you know, all the different experiences that like drug you through the mud at the end of the day, and you really persevered through, is leading you up to this expansion that has come into your life. And so it is a celebration. It's something to be happy about, is what I feel, Gemini, because This is like the edge of a brand new beginning that you guys are stepping into in August. In September, it's really going to be rolling out like even deeper. But you see these effects and these expansions that are taking place in August, and you're getting a chance to kind of like zero in on them one by one, you know? So to end it out for your reading, we have this magician energy with the Page of Cups. So that magician energy is definitely having to do with this manifestation that's occurring in your world. And it's affecting you on all levels, your mental realm, your emotional realm, your passionate and will realm, and also your material world. So everything is coming together. It's almost like Voltron, right? It's like all of these different places that you have been developing yourself, that you've been being tested and learning from through your experiences are now bringing something into manifestation, into the tangible world, which for you is a major shift into something that is actually fulfilling you. Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups is always on the search for fulfillment. In this case, emotional fulfillment. And I feel like that's you too, Gemini. Everybody wants to have emotional fulfillment, but this thing that you're manifesting, this major shift, is really leading you to this emotional fulfillment. It's like it's here. Okay, so I like that energy. Let's pull a fairy card for you guys, and then we'll wrap up the reading. I don't know how many minutes we are at because for some reason I can't see the time on this reading, so I doubt that we're like too far in for a fairy card. So let's just do this. All right, you guys have the Five of Spring. Okay, it says opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. And that's how that looks, in case you guys want to see that. And to be honest, this is really just the representation of these two different cycles that I said you guys are still having to kind of juggle, because you're moving into a brand new one and it totally opposes the older one that you're leaving out of. So you're going to feel this level of internal conflict as you're stepping into a brand new space that has nothing to do with the space that you just left. You're going to kind of feel this at odds energy within yourself. But that's only happening, at the beginning of this phase, because you're needing to integrate these new energies. And of course, the older version of yourself is definitely going to put up a little bit of a fight, because it's like, wait a minute, where are you going? We've been buddies and pals for this long. Why would you leave me now? Right? And you guys are definitely having to pull away and also kind of stand your ground. This also popped out for you guys at the beginning, the Seven of Wands energy, standing your ground and fighting for this new beginning, not allowing yourself to be pulled back into this older version of yourself or older frequency, not allowing yourself to drop back down into, that wavelength that you used to be on. You're clearing out the way for this brand new experience that is coming into your world, Gemini. So continue to move in that direction. Anything that is opposing you or wanting to come in from the past right now is definitely, just a representation of that which is being closed out, that no longer serves you, And so there may be a last ditch effort that, the past is trying to make with you, but it really is not going to have that much of an effect. You guys are still rising to the occasion and going through this rebirth, okay? So, Gemini, I'm going to wrap it up right there for you guys. Hopefully that resonated with you. I love doing these readings for you guys, and it's very different doing it on camera, but I feel like it's a lot more personal at the same time. So I'm going to do more of these just to let you guys know. It'll probably look better as we move into it, though. I'm definitely not having any type of aesthetic going on in my background or anything like that. So that will definitely change, but these were just kind of like some tryout readings, okay? So I will see you guys in the next reading. Stay safe out there, and later.